Huge news out of the Creative Assembly camp here today. We have a big delay on Total War 3 Kingdoms. A nice development update was released here by Ella McConnell, and it's kind of disappointing to see that we'll be pushing back the release date of Total War 3 Kingdoms to May 23rd. Quite unfortunate. I was looking forward to seeing some fun Lu Bu action. Who knows what else. But we can see Dong Zhuo is just rightfully pissed off about this as well. But at the same time, having played the game, I'm really okay with this. I'm okay that we're pushing the game back to a little bit more of a, we're pushing the game back to get a little bit more polished, is what I meant to say. And I'm totally fine with that. I think that what we experienced during our influencer event, we saw a lot of really great features about Total War 3 Kingdoms, but there were some things that I know myself, Indie Pride, Party Elite, Turin, and I all kind of shared the same sentiment towards on very specific battle campaign or battle map changes we'd like to see. Now, hopefully this means that we'll have time, they will have plenty of time to kind of alter and change these things. Such as, like, let's just say, like, the banner system in the game. I know that that's kind of been beaten to a dead horse. It's kind of like beating off a horse in a stable. You know what? I'm not good with axioms. We all know that by now. But we will hopefully be seeing maybe a change to that. The unit cards, I'm not sure if that will change. Typically, kind of art direction is locked in at one point during the production of a game, but that might be one thing where they say, hey, I think the biggest critique against this has been X, Y, and Z. How long is it going to take to fix those? Okay, it's going to take this long. Well, that's how long we'll delay the game till. So we unfortunately don't know if there's a specific issue, such as a series of bugs, or if it was simply a graphical thing that they couldn't fix in time. Nothing really to say. This doesn't give us a whole ton of transparency on what the issues are. But again, I do think that this is a great thing because it just means for a more polished game. At this day and age, like, game delays used to really piss me off. I used to be like, come on, man, I had like that weekend all set out. But now you've got so many games that are coming out all the time. I just started playing Apex Legends. I've been playing Battlefield Gothic 2, Armada 2. And especially as a content creator who has to create content based off of these games, it gives me a little bit of a breath of fresh air. At the same time, it's going to cause a longer content drought, right? We're probably looking at the DLC for Total War Warhammer 2. It will drop for sure before May 23rd, 2019. We'll probably see that around April time. My guess is going to be April 12th. That's the number I'm going to throw out there. April 12th, 2019. We don't see it before. If we don't see it on that date, then I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll probably throw up again, like I always talk. I'm going to say I'm going to do. But again, I'm all for this. I think that putting 3 Kingdoms off a little bit, getting some extra polish in the game is exceptional. I do wish that this pushed up the release date of other content. Like I wish that Total War Warhammer 2's DLC was coming out maybe in the next month or so as a result, to kind of eat up the hype that's been built for March. But again, I'm just fine with it coming out in April and still 3 Kingdoms kind of falling on its heels. So we'll see what this kind of means for 3 Kingdoms. Hopefully we'll get some sort of preview of what this entails, right? Like, okay, here's the extra 2.5 months you've waited for the content, and this is what we've changed. I think it'd be really awesome for Creative Assembly to kind of release like a build, like a small trailer that shows, hey, here's the build as that we were planning on sending out, and here's the build that it is today, to kind of show that level of polish. Because I think a lot of people kind of say, oh man, what's 2.5 months going to buy you? What is this ultimately going to mean for me? And I'd love to kind of see some of the things that were tweaked or were changed, or they just said like, hey, you know, that's just not going to work, and we have to delay the game, or else we're going to just deliver a B-rated Total War game. So I'm very curious to see what we get with Total War 3 Kingdoms and what kind of additional features have been polished. But I'm really, really excited to see what we see with the Total War Warhammer 2 DLC, which should be coming out here in about April time. We'll hopefully get some sort of trailer or reveal information coming in March to kind of compensate for the fact that we now don't have a game launch in March. Maybe they'll pop out some sort of information that tells us at least what lords we're going to get. I know that a lot of us have been debating, okay, is it going to be Lord Croak? Is it going to be Ikka Claw? Is it going to be any number of the lords in the Skaven roster? But as far as the Lizardmen go, is it going to be Golrock? Is it going to be all these other ones that everyone really wants to see? So what the fuck are we going to get? Not really much to expand on here. Just wanted to do a quick little update. But as always, guys, thanks so much for watching here today. Have a good one and take care.